Hello children, I hope in the last class you have understood about the light, properties of light, what do you mean by light, what are the characteristics of light, right? And I have learned about phenomena that is reflection. So what do you mean by reflection? That is bouncing back of the light rays, and in that you have learned laws of reflection. Just recall that reflection means when light falls on a highly polished surface like a mirror, most of the light is sent back, that is bouncing back. That is called as reflection of light. You had learned two laws of reflection, right? First law is, as I said, this is the angle of incidence and angle of reflection. Right, this is angle of incidence. That is, the ray of light is incidenting on a plane surface, that is polished surface, and this ray will be reflecting back. Right, so this is called as reflection. This you are going to call it as an incident ray, and this is the reflected ray. Where and the line drawn between this is called as normal. Clear? So this line meet at a point. Right. This point we are going to call it as a point of incidence, where the image will be formed, that is called as point of incidence. So the angle formed between the normal and the incident ray, we are going to call it as an angle of incidence. And the angle formed between normal and the reflected ray, we are going to call it as an angle of reflection. Right. So what is the first law? This angle of incidence will be equal to the angle of reflection. As I said, if the angle of incidence is 45 degree, the angle of reflection also will be 45 degree. Clear? So what is the second law? The incident ray, the reflected ray and the normal to the mirror all will intersect on a line, same line. Right? All the points are intersecting on a same plane.
Now you know what do you mean by reflection. So as I said, the example for reflection was when you stand in front of a mirror, you can see your image. Right? So what do you mean by image? Image means it's a point where at least two light rays actually meet or appear to meet. That is, you can see incident ray and reflected ray both meet at a point, and then you can see the image. Right? So that is known as image. Now in image, there are two types of images. The one is real image and another one is virtual image. You can see in the picture there the real image where the light rays actually meet, right? But in virtual you can see the light reflecting back, but we are drawing the imaginary lines to get an image. The dotted lines, we are going to call it as an imaginary lines. So real means image appears in front of the mirror. Image appears in front of the mirror. Virtual means image appears behind the mirror. That is an example when you stand in front of a mirror. Right? When you stand in front of a mirror, you can see your image. Where the image this thing is getting? It's behind the screen. So that is an example for virtual. The differences between real and virtual images. Here in real, the light rays actually meet. They actually meet. But coming for the virtually, we just think that they appear to meet, right? We'll draw the imaginary lines, right? So that means it appear to meet. The image is generally inverted. Inverted means it will be the upside down, where the image here in virtual is erect. Okay, and in real the image can be obtained on the screen. For example, I think you all have went to the cinema theaters, right? There you're going to see the screen. So next, where in virtual the image cannot be obtained on the screen. As I said, it's beyond the mirror, right? So next, the image is in front of the mirror and behind. For the mirror, it will be in front itself only. Coming for the virtual, it will be behind the mirror. As I said, no, the dotted lines where it was behind the mirror. Now, the real image we can reach to it, but virtual we can't reach to it. Means, as I said, the real image you can get in front of the mirror only, where you will get the images. But virtual, as I said, when you stand in front of the mirror, can you reach your image there in the mirror? No. So that is virtual image where we can't reach to it. Example for real is cinema screen. Example for virtual is our image. That is when you stand in front of the mirror. So whenever you're standing in front of the mirror, what type of image you're getting? That is virtual image. And what is the nature of that? It is erect.
So image formed by a plane mirror. So when you stand in front of a mirror, you all can see your image, right? So what are the characteristics of that? Image is erect. Erect means when you stand in front of the mirror, you can see your own image, right? It doesn't see like upside down or anything. The same image you can see in front of the mirror, right? So image will be erect. The second point is image is same size as the object. For example, the mirror is here means if you are standing from 10 cm from the mirror means the object will be formed 10 cm behind the mirror. See, here you can see if the boy is standing 5 cm from the mirror means the image will form 5 cm behind the mirror. So, same size as the object will be there and same distance. What the distance will be from here? The same distance will be from here also. The image is virtual means the image can't be caught on the screen. Only you can see it, right? Because of the reflection, you can see. So we are going to say the image is virtual. And the image is laterally inverted. Inverted means when you hold your hand in front of the mirror, you think that it is not right hand, like left hand, right? So that we are going to call it as a lateral inverted. So what are the characteristics of a plane mirror? One is the image will be erect and the same size as the object, same distance. The same distance will be there from the mirror or the object also, and the image is virtual. The image is laterally inverted. Clear? These are the characteristics of the plane mirror. How the image will be formed in the plane mirror. Right? Now we learned how the image will be formed on the plane mirror. So there is a type of mirror called spherical mirrors. Spherical mirrors means what? Spherical mirrors means you all know the meaning of spherical, right? What do you mean by spherical? Which will be in the shape of this, right? Spherical. So that type of mirror is called as spherical mirror, which will be in the shape of spherical. This spherical mirror is classified into two types of mirrors. How many types of mirrors? Two types of mirrors. So what do you mean by spherical mirror? It is a curved mirror which is a part of a hollow sphere. Where these are of how many types I said? Two types. Which are those two types? One is concave mirror, another one is convex mirror. Clear? One is concave mirror, another one is convex mirror. Now, what do you mean by concave mirror? Concave mirror means it's a spherical mirror whose reflecting surface is curved inverse. Keep that in your mind. If the hand is towards this side, if the lights are coming towards this side, this is called as concave mirror. Just keep it in opposite direction like this. If the light areas are falling and it's getting diverged means it is convex mirror. Clear? Concave, convex. Concave, convex mirror. Clear? So how many types of mirror are there? Two types. Which are those? Concave, convex. Concave means it will be in this direction where light rays fall inwards. Convex means like this direction where light rays falls outward direction. Clear? Now, so here rays of light parallel to the principal axis after reflection. See here, the rays of light are falling in the inward direction. Which type of mirror I said this is? Concave mirror, because the reflecting surface is curved inwards. Where after curving inwards, you can see this all meet at a point. It's converging or diverging. Do you know the meaning of converging and diverging? Converging means it's coming again back. Diverging means it's splitting like this. Clear? So, in concave mirror, the rays of light will converge. Okay? Next, coming for the convex mirror. This is the convex mirror as I said. Convex mirror means the reflecting surface will be of outward direction where you can see. From the outward direction, this is a ray of light which is passing through that. Where you can see this rays of light is parallel, right? I'll explain what do you mean by principal axis next. Okay, don't worry. So this rays of light will be parallel to the principal axis. The rays of light is falling on the outer surface. Now this here, this ray gets diverged. Clear? This ray gets diverged. Here it is converging. See the ray of light is passing like this. These all rays getting converged here only at a point. So we are going to say converged. Here a ray of light is passing but it's getting reflecting back and it's getting diverging. As I said, example of the mirror. Clear? So two types of mirrors are there. One is concave mirror, convex mirror. Concave means just keep like this. The reflecting surface will be inward direction. If it's inward means it is converging. Next mirror is convex mirror means keep like this. That is reflecting surface will be outwards direction. Where this direction the rays will diverge. Understood? Yeah. Now next. Now there are some terms which are the important terms where you need it for the further classes, that is used in spherical mirrors. Clear? So in the spherical mirror, as I said, spherical mirror means it will be with say shape. Spherical mirror means, as I said, this will be of round shape, right? It will be like this. Round shape. Clear? It will be in round shape. Now, in this round shape, always this will be known as the center. You all know, in the circle, the midpoint, we are going to call it as a center. So, in this spherical mirror, we are going to call this as a center of curvature. Right? Is the center of the sphere of which the mirror is a part. Clear? This is known as center of curvature. It is denoted by capital C, not small c, capital C. Next, as you all know, the line is drawn from here to the end of the circle. What you are going to call? It is a radius. Right? Radius. Where in this mirror, we are going to call it as a radius of curvature. Okay, this is called as a radius of curvature and name this as either O. The center will name it as O. So, I will name it as P. So, which is the radius of curvature? From O to P is the radius of curvature. Next, coming for the pole. So, what do you mean by pole? Next, the center of the spherical mirror. Right. Next, principal axis. Principal axis means you can see here what a straight line passing through the center of curvature and the pole. Straight line passing through the center of curvature and pole. See here, straight line. These are the straight lines, right? The straight line passing through the center of curvature and pole. This line is called as principal axis. Clear? Next, coming for the principal focus. Principal focus means in concave mirror, convex mirror, as I said, concave mirror means the ray of light diverge or converge. Ray of light converge. Convex means diverge. So, in concave mirror, where the rays of light parallel to the principal axis after reflection meet at a point. Right? See here, you can see here meet at a point. That point is called as principal focus. Where you can see in this point, this is a principal focus. Where this point, this is a principal focus. Where all the right plays meet, that is either converge or diverge. That point we are going to call it as a principal focus. Next, focal length. What do you mean by focal length? Focal length means the distance between this P and this pole. This is F. F means what? Focal. So, this distance between this focus and this pole of the mirror, we are going to call it as a focal length. Now, this focal length is given by one relation, that is F equals R by 2 or R equals to F. The distance between the pole and the principal focus. The distance between the pole and the principal focus. So, this is the distance, right? So, from here to here is the focal length. So, this is given by R by 2. Right? This is given by R by 2. Now, which are the terms you learned? One is C, center of curvature, that is here. That is center of curvature means in a circle, the midpoint we are going to call it as a center of curvature. Next, after center of curvature, what you are going to learn? Pole. The midpoint of the spherical mirror. What type of mirror? If you are using concave, it will be like this. If your convex mirror means, see, this is the pole. Clear? Next, after learning this, you learn principal focus. Principal focus means here. Principal focus means a ray of light passing will merge at a point on the principal axis. On the principal axis. When coming for the convex mirror, you can see, right, this is a ray of light. It gets deflected, diverged like this, right? So this is the point. Clear? So F means principal focus, which get converge at a point, that is called principal focus. Next, coming for the principal axis means this line. Okay, all see center of curvature, focus, pole, everything lie on a same plane. That is called as principal axis. Then I said distance between this and this is called as what? Focal length. Here, distance between principal focus and pole of the mirror is called as focal length, where it is given by small f, where this relation is given by r by 2. Clear? See, you can see center of curvature, pole, principal axis, CP means from here to here. As I said, in the circle, this is called radius. So same here, this is radius of curvature. XY means principal axis. That is a line which is joining center of curvature, focal, principal axis. Next, focal length. This is from P to F is focal length. And also this focal length also is given by relation to F. Okay, it's also given by relation to F. To F. 2 into either, if they ask you to find focal length, you have to use this relation. If they ask you to find the radius, so that is radius means you should use this equation. Clear? So which are the terms you learned today? Center of curvature, radius of curvature, pole, principal axis, principal focus, focal length. These terms are very important. Please just read it, listen carefully, and just after listening to this class, take your book and what you have just listened, please write down in the book and just understand it. These are the terms where you are going to learn for the next, that is based on concave and convex mirror. You will learn how the image will form from the different distances. Okay, thank you children.